Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another edition of Weekly Insight. My name's Michael Hennessey. I'm the pastor of Cornerstone Church here at Epping, and our motto is we want to help people get to where they need to go to in God, and we believe producing these videos is one way of doing that. I've been doing a series over the last couple of weeks called Crossing the Jordan, and this is part 4 of that series. We've talked about how your past, appreciating your past, can give you the courage to make the step to cross over the Jordan into the new thing God has for you. We also talked about last week about what to do in the present, how to recognize whether the moment is from God or not, and that is characterized by immediacy instead of urgency. That moment is characterized by a sense of peace rather than a sense of pressure, which the devil often brings upon us to force us to do things that are going to have negative long-term consequences. Now, the last thing I want to talk about this week is the following point. In order to pluck up the courage, to gather the courage to make the move, to cross over into the other side of the Jordan, is this. Crossing over involves realizing you have a future. Now, it says in Joshua chapter 1 verse 2, it says, "My servant Moses is dead." We've read this before. "Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, to the land which I'll give to them, to the sons of Israel." Verse 3 says, "Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, I have given that to you, as I said to Moses." You know, it's interesting when I read that verse, because, God wanted Joshua and the children of Israel to cross over into the land of Canaan. Joshua had been there before. He knew what to expect. He knew that the land was good, and he knew that the land was worth conquering. Now, it's interesting because if you compare Joshua's experience to us today, when we cross over into the new land, into the new thing God has planned for you, we've got to realize this, that it's good. It involves a glorious future. Get that into your head, get that into your spirit. Amen. God does not set you up for failure. God does not set you up for misery. God sets you up for success. And, I'm part of a church. I'm leading a church at the moment where most of the people who go to our church were not born here in Australia. Rather, they immigrated from somewhere else. And it's interesting in observing these people. They come to Australia. We're not one of them, to be honest. But, they come here. They make a niche for themselves here. They get jobs. They take on mortgages. They maybe even set up businesses. And they come to a land, and it's a good land. And they accumulate stuff by being here. But not only do they accumulate stuff on the outside by being here, but by being here, by crossing it, by taking the risk and coming to a new country and making a new life for themselves in a new country, things are also achieved on the inside. And when they go back to their old countries later for a holiday or whatever else, they're not the same person because they've changed. The outside circumstances have changed, but also they've changed as a person on the inside. As it is in the natural, so it is in the spiritual. And I really believe when God calls us to a crossing the Jordan moment, we've got to realize this, that if we do step out in faith and cross over into the new thing God has for us, just as Joshua did, our future is going to be good. A glorious, awesome future awaits us. Will be changed, our circumstances will change on the outside, but also we will change on the inside. The children of Israel, they changed when they crossed over into Canaan, when they crossed over the Jordan. They changed from being desert nomads who were dependent on God for a supernatural source of supply called manna. But when they moved over into the land of Canaan, one thing that stopped was the manna. They stopped being dependent on God for their daily supply of food. They had to go and get it themselves. And that, I believe, changed them as people. It changed them. And I really believe as we choose to step over into the new thing God has for us, we will change as people. We'll be people of faith. We'll grow in God. We'll grow in ourselves. And we'll change, for the better. So just get that into your spirit. Amen? Get that into your heart. God is going to do some stuff. You may accumulate stuff on the outside once you make the crossover. But also, you're going to achieve stuff of the inside. Your heart's going to be changed. You're going to be a much stronger and much better person by taking that step of faith and moving over and moving into the new thing that God has for you. So just do it. Just do it. If it's in God, it'll work out. It'll work out. God bless you. We hope these videos have been useful to you. We'll continue to do them in the future. And I really hope that as you're confronted with your crossing the Jordan moment, that you'll just have the faith to do it, and God will bless your faith. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. See you. Bye.